Let's see if we can get some Pandora or something. Let's turn it on super quiet so no one can actually hear it. Hope that's not picking up through the mic in my stations. Where is thumbprint? Let's just use that. Hey, there we go. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay. I should put on headphones though so I don't get this shit going all over the place. Where did I put my headphones? There they are. Okay. Let's see, get the output. Playback, what it took. There we go. Oh, much better. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So let's just get on to it. I don't know if I'm going to make this like a video or if I'm just going to go for it. Probably not, but whatever, we'll see. All right. Bam. What is going on? Lodge, I don't need my webcam help. No thanks. Alright. Pop you up. I can make you a little smaller just so I can actually see what the hell's going on. Beautiful. Alright, so let's do this pick band phase. See what we get from both these teams. If you didn't see it, you should totally see it because this is a great series. So I'm going to start it off like a video. What is up, everybody? My name is Calvar, and today we're doing a VOD review live between C9 and TSM, the finals, Game 5. Now, if you didn't see the series, I very highly suggest you see the series, because it was an insane series. Not the first two games. First two games kind of sucked. Sorry, not sorry. They really did actually suck. And personally, as a Cloud9 fan, this was really, really painful for me to watch. But going to Game 5 was pretty awesome. Silver Scrapes, Mark, the MVP with the bee-woo-wop, beautiful. So if you didn't see it, I very, very highly suggest you watch it. It was a great, great series, aside from the first two games. And it ended up going to Game 5, and it was beautiful. TSM won, but hey, what are you going to do? And this is just going to be a quick VOD review of the Game 5. I think it was like a 50-minute game or something like that. So I wanted to touch upon some things here. I'm going to draw a little mustache on Contracts because that's how he does, you know. But we're going to see. So every game this series, Lulu has been first picked. It's always been a first pick Lulu. Yeah, see? All the way up until Game 5. It's no change here, which is no surprise. Lulu's been a massive priority pick here. The difference here is that Cloud9 banned out the Ivern, so that Svenskjæren's not going to get it. I think he's going to get the Lee Sin here. And yeah, Bjergsen's going to pick up the early Syndra. And obviously Syndra has, I think Syndra's won every game in this series, if I recall. Yeah, because she won game 2, then she won game 4. Yeah, so I think so. Yeah, so Syndra's won every game. So Syndra has been a massive power pick this entire game. And Bjergsen taking Syndra means Jensen doesn't get it. And Jensen has been playing massive on Syndra. So that's no surprise that he picked it. So he goes straight to the comfort pick and the takeaway from Jensen. Svenskjæren gets his Lee Sin. Obviously, that's another comfort pick for Svenskjæren. Nothing surprising here. I like how they're changing up the draft away from what they had before. Taking this first pick mid laner is insane takeaway from Jensen, but that allows Jensen to pick up the Echo. Echo. Let me do this, actually. Yeah, so that allows Jensen to pick up the Echo, which means he'll be A-okay in that lane. Contracts are going to get back to comfort with his Kha'Zix. So this is looking like 100% comfort picks for both of these teams here. Bjergsen gets his Syndra. Jensen gets his Echo. I'm going to turn the music down just a little bit. All right. So it's really kind of a comfort pick here. Again, I think this is the 5th or 4th game that Haunter gets Camille. And it's interesting to me because C9 doesn't prioritize this Camille, and they don't think it's worth banning away. Or they'd rather ban these 3 champs in the first rotation here. Haunter's gotten Camille 4 out of the 5 games, I think. And it's really interesting that C9 just don't care. They think Ray can deal with it. I like that they've been swapping Ray and Impact out, by the way. That was really nice to see that Ray actually got a lot of experience here. They ban away the Fizz because that's what won in Game 3. Banning away the Karma is the other shielding support. No surprise there. And they ban away the Shen. It is Ray, but Shen is still pretty impactful regardless. And this is actually interesting how Cloud9 respond. Since he got the Camille, I think they get the Kled on Ray. I think this is the game with the Kled. Yeah, it definitely is. I don't remember who Cloud9 banned last. I would expect it to be something like Caitlyn. Yeah, okay. Because Caitlyn kind of stomped on the bot lane in Game 1, so that's no surprise there. Trying to put Wild Turtle and Biofrost on the back foot here, but Varus is expected. So this is kind of the response that's expected. So I think Cloud9 expected the Varus to come out here, which means they're going to get either the Ezreal or the Lucian, and then the Kled. But the Ezreal Lucian is pretty massive because of the Camille here. Since he picked Varus, he's going to be okay since the Camille's on his team. But Ezreal and Lucian are huge here because they have a dash and they have more mobile than a Twitch, which is the only real reason I think Twitch wasn't picked here is because of this Camille. Like, Twitch is good late game insurance because he's such a hyper carry, but the fact that he's so immobile or can get easily picked out, whereas Ezreal has his Arcane Shift, Lucian has his dash, makes it so that Cloud9 just have to pick one of these 80 carries here. And then Ray picks up the Kled, which I think it was a great pick. I love it. He kind of smacked Daddy's Haunter in lane, but obviously TSM win this one. So I can't... What did they get for their support? They got a Nami, I think it was? Yeah, so they did get a Nami. So that's that. Alright, so pick ban's done. Let's see what we get. Okay, let's speed this up a bit because this is going to be a long one. It's going to be a long game. Okay, defensive lineup. Everyone has standard items, nothing to see here. Yada, yada, yada. Ugh. 50-50 vote. The LCS script is about to be completed with TSM winning. Whoever writes the script here needs to be fired, in my opinion. Just saying. Both junglers start on their Raptors. Then they move to their red buffs. Contracts is a little bit faster because he's Kha'Zix. Bot lane gets priority. Pushing that into lane. Trading in the top lane. Ray seems to have lost that trade, but then he goes back in and there we go, wins the trade right there. That's the thing with Kled. Kled is such a different laner here. Actually, this is interesting. Because Cloud9 got this ward on the Svenskaren's blue buff, they know that Svenskaren's bot lane and he's not doing any sort of cheese up here, which means Contracts just got his blue buff is free to go all the way up because Contracts went Raptors to his red to his blue, and now he's going straight up to the top lane to gank. Whereas Svenskeren went Raptors, red, then Wolves, then blue, and then probably into the Gromp or gank. So Svenskaren's taking a little bit of longer of a jungle path, where Contracts is freed up right now to do a gank. Oh god, Jesus. And he comes in, Haunter doesn't actually see it, boom, gets it done. So Contracts gets the first blood, and he goes to take these Gromps. I think the TP and Svenskeren come to prevent that from happening. Yeah, so Lee Sin did a full clear except for his Gromp. Or, Krugs, rather. You got the replay, beautiful replay, okay. Now, Contracts did have to flash for that. Not too big a deal because they did get first blood. That wave's pushing into Kled, which is huge for him, which means he'll be able to pick up all that CS differential. All these lanes are pretty even. Exhaust and Ignite goes down. Only heal on Wild Turtle after that. Sneaky has Flash and heal. Lee Sin is... Now, this is actually pretty nicely done by C9 here. Is that they know that Svenskeren just cleared all of this. So there's pretty much effectively no reason for him to be bot side. Which means that Svenskeren's probably going to be around the top side here because his Raptors are going to be coming up soon. Which means he can either, 1, come in for the mid lane gank, or 2, go in for the top lane gank. Svenskeren is going for a top here because Jensen's going to be playing around this bot side of the river because he's got the vision over here. So Lee Sin goes for this invade into the jungle. Contracts jungle. Ray lands the bear trap on a rope, but he can't do it because he's under tower. Now he's looking to do something over here, but now Echo's pushed under tower, so Svenskeren's not able to get anything here. Oh, unless Jensen does that. Okay, so Jensen, that was 100% a misplay by Jensen. So we can see Jensen has vision here. He has vision of this bottom side of the map. All right, he's safe over here. So Jensen going in for a trade here is just not smart. He has no idea where Lee Sin is, and he's safe on this side because he knows Lee Sin's not down there. So Jensen going in for this trade is solely because Bjergsen has no mana, or low mana. But again, he doesn't know where Lee Sin is. So this is a pretty big misplay by Jensen here. And it costs him his flash and his life. So big misplay from Jensen. Pretty unfortunate. There's another replay. Alright, and here we go. Now, what else is going on? Ray is backing. He has TP. Haunter doesn't have TP. This is a bad place for the lane to be in. Okay, so Kled does have to... Haunter forces the TP because the lane was in a bad position for Ray. So that was good by Haunter. Okay. All these lanes are pretty neutral at this point. Bear trap on a rope. Jensen gets traded by Bjergsen, wins that. Blue buffs are going to start coming up in a little bit. Or red buffs, rather, and then blue buffs. Lee Sin's top side. Okay, so bot lane's pushed in for Cloud9. They have priority of the Drake here. They can get more vision in the Lee Sin's jungle. Lee Sin was spotted clearing that ward, so they know that. Bot lane's safe to place that ward here. They're roaming up. That was really nice roam from the bot lane. Okay, so let's watch that again slower. So because they see Lee Sin here clearing this pink ward right here, they know that the bot lane of C9 is able to get a deep ward into Svenskeren's jungle. Because of this, Cloud9 have all of this vision in the bot side, and TSM really don't have any vision in their bot side jungle. So that means C9's bot lane gets this deep ward and then immediately goes up for a roam into the mid lane, which honestly is kind of rare at this point in the game. 7 minutes in is not expected. So Smoothie and Sneaky come in for the gank. Echo, Jensen gets a really nice stun onto Bjergsen. Kled comes in. Bam, bam. Sneaky gets a nice double tap piercing light. And that was another nice. So lots of damage. Now Kled comes in. Ray does the cleanup. So that's really nicely done. Bjergsen has no more sums now. Which means this mid lane is going to be huge if Jensen can keep this snowballing at this point. Jensen just got massive help from all over the map. And if he can get some continuous help like that, or if he can just keep the lane as it is right now, he will be able to dominate the rest of the game, which actually he does pretty well the rest of this game. I think that first death was the worst thing that he did, except for the last fight. But we'll see. Yeah, you see charge coming in from Kled. You see the bot lane from C9 coming in, and then just Kled just dives 2 towers deep. The bear trap on a rope is actually really strong. So we can see, let's go. Now Lee Sin, Svenskeren's able to get all this bot side of the jungle, or top side of the jungle from Contracts, and he warded out. So Contracts, this is something that is interesting from Cloud9, is that they knew, at this point, they get the kill on Bjergsen. So they get the kill on Bjergsen. They know that Svenskeren's not bot side right now. Or they have an idea that he's not bot side. So you can assume that Svenskeren is probably invading your jungle if you don't see him on this ward relatively soon. So this is something that C9 had to do. Since C9's bot lane backed at this point in time, Contracts wasn't able to match the invade. Whereas Lee Sin's making a very risky call here by invading. Contracts doesn't want to make that risk and go in there. So instead, he just goes back to his own jungle. Lee Sin doesn't have priority here. He actually has no support. So had Contracts, had Ray come in to collapse upon him, he probably would have been in trouble. But they didn't actually think Lee Sin would be that deep in it. So Contracts didn't want to go for that invade likewise. Okay, gold, relatively even. Let's speed it up to 2 times. What do we get? Okay, now 4 members of TSM are converging on the Ocean Drake here. Okay, 3 members, Bjergsen staying in mid. Yep, there we go. We've got some wards. A little bit of skirmishing around this. Sneaky does a lot of damage, just Biofrost there. Let's see. So TSM just got a lot of vision control in the bottom side of the river. So they wanted to prep up for that Ocean Drake. Bjergsen gets his blue buff. Contracts is in the river. He has been spotted by all the wards though, so TSM are not going to be surprised by that. What's up, Joib? How you doing? Chain of Corruption missed. That actually would have been huge. Had that Chain of Corruption hit, if that hit Smoothie, if that was just a little bit closer. If Smoothie got hit by that, he would have been dead. Because you had Svenskeren right behind him, who can just ward hop and Q onto Smoothie. So Smoothie would have been dead there. That was a pretty unfortunate for him. But now TSM down an ultimate, and now Svenskeren has to back because they couldn't make a play happen. Ray is pushing Haunter under tower. Small lead for him with CS and a kill. So small gold advantage here. But now you can see that the vision control of C9 and TSM is completely changed. TSM now have control of the river here. Sneaky, nice dodge on the bubble, but takes a bad trade. Ray is spotted, or at least pinged out. Kled has an idea Svenskeren's going to be there, so he's playing relatively safe, but it looks like he's going to go down. I think he does go down here, actually. Unless Contracts comes in and gets a kill. Oh, it might be a trade. Oh, no, Contracts does go down. Okay. So that was a nice roam by Bjergsen to pick up Contracts there. Echo. Jensen was a little behind on that one, and by a little behind, I mean a lot behind. So this is something by Ray that... yeah, he wanted to ward that. I assume he wanted to ward that brush. But he didn't do it. He just immediately got out. Instead, he ults out. And as soon as Contracts is coming through Baron Pit, Bjergsen's coming up through here. Jensen does start to roam up as well. But Bjergsen gets there first. So that's just... yeah. So Bjergsen started the roam first, which is pretty big. Which means Jensen got there second and didn't mean anything because there were 3 members of TSM to him alone at that point. So that's that. Bjergsen got a really nice roam there to get a double kill for his team. Alright, now Jensen backs. He got his Hex Tech. What's he have now? Oh wow, he literally waited out like 2 gold. What'd he get? What'd he get? Come on, gold, guys. I get it. Oh, he got his Hex Tech. Okay, so he got his Hex Tech, so that's big. So that means that he'll be able to roam a lot. And provide pressure on the rest of the map. Should he be able to do that? Now he pushes out the mid wave. But against the Syndra, it's really not that big a deal because Syndra can match the same exact way. And the fact that she can pretty much clear an entire wave like that. TSM steal away Jensen's blue buff, that's actually pretty big. Taking away the blue buff from Jensen, moreover, giving a blue buff to Bjergsen is really big. It allows more wave clear and makes it more difficult for Echo to roam. At least roam by himself without Bjergsen right behind him. Okay. Pings on the dragon. So TSM look like they're prioritizing dragon here. Jensen comes down. So again, this is a late roam from Jensen here. All right. So we got 3 members of TSM and Bjergsen coming down. Jensen has to clear this minion wave, or he doesn't have to, but he does clear it before he does roam down. And Smoothie gets picked off by a Varus ultimate, Chain of Corruption, which is not good. Which means Jensen has to give up the Ocean Drake and push in the mid lane at this point. Sneaky's trying to hold what he can, but he's just going to get dove here. Yeah, he should have known that was coming. Jensen does TP in, so that's nice. Contracts comes in to get the double. So honestly, Sneaky should have known this was coming. There's no reason for Sneaky to be playing here. He's trying to freeze the wave, or at least keep it safe so he can farm. But there's a ward. He has a ward right there, and he knows they're all coming down. At this point, he's dead. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Sneaky had flash too, so he probably could have flashed the kick. But oh well, C9 actually come away with the win on that. TSM get the Ocean Drake, but C9 get end the kill, but C9 get 2 kills. Bjergsen gets blown up. Contracts lives for some ungodly reason. TSM from TP from Kled comes in, gets CC onto Bjergsen, gets the speed up, bear trap on a rope, Contracts jumps in, not blown up because of the Lulu ultimate, Echo goes in with the Hex Tech, and Haunter gets out. So C9 get 3 kills in there for an Ocean Drake and 1 kill, so that's a good trade on them. Jensen goes in, tries to get a shield, gets the shield, no stun though. Yeah, so we see the dive again, so we know what's happening. Echo chases. Oh, wow, so he forced the flash out of Biofrost there, so that was big. Big wave here. Lee Sin has to be here to make sure the Contracts can't deny it from them. Because Contracts does show up, but he doesn't get to deny the wave because they do pick up most of the CS there. Kled coming in from the side. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. I didn't notice that in the real game, or in the live game. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a slugfest. Holy shoot. Okay, so let's take a step back here. So Jensen's knocking on the tower. Bjergsen is there. Svenskaren's roaming up. Jensen still has ultimate, so he feels pretty safe, and he knows Contracts is there. Or not Contracts, but Ray. But Haunter is there with Ray, so they are dueling. So Jensen gets kicked in. Syndra ults Jensen. Ray is dueling with Haunter and winning. Jensen ults out. Oh, this is the Syndra bug, isn't it? Yeah, so Bjergsen kills Smoothie with his ultimate there. Yeah, I think that's a Syndra bug. No, we don't actually see the bug. That's unfortunate. Okay. Now, Wild Turtle's gonna get blown up, unfortunately. Oh, what the Hex Tech? Okay. So this... Okay, so that... What do the casters say about that? That's... What? Ugh, okay. Didn't even mention it. Alright. Whatever. Okay. Ray's getting some top farm. Lee Sin's getting another steal on this blue buff here, potentially. No, he's going top side because Ray is pushing. Yeah. I don't know why Ray was out that far. Yeah, Ray should never be pushed out this far because he knows Contractors on the bot side of the map and they don't have eyes on Lee Sin. And they even got the pings shown right there. So Contract should be, or no, Ray should be backing up. He was just going incredibly aggressive and greedy for some farm there. Okay, C9 get the tower trade, but TSM got the kill there. Recalls, resetting the map. Okay. Swap lanes. The bot lanes go top lane now. Top laners go bot lane. Get the split push. Ray's able to split push now. He should be able to match Haunter. So that's okay. And now Ray can get some ward coverage. Good. C9 moved to the Cloud Drake. TSM are looking to contest potentially. Ray picks out Haunter here. Wow. Charge goes in. Goes on a Wild Turtle. Colin goes down. Ray goes in really ham. Jensen gets a kill on the Biofrost. Oh my god. Biofrost is full health. Ready? Watch. Well, not full health, but oh my god. Okay, Echo does damage. So C9 get double kill there and pick on Haunter and Biofrost, which is really nice. Yep, Ray finds Haunter or Haunter finds Ray hidden in the brush, and he actually wins the trade even though he's level down. Ray goes in, ham. He actually goes under the tower and gets exhausted. But they still get the double kill there, which is nice. Pings. C9 are looking to get this top tower. Ray again gets caught out by Svenskeren and them. C9 in response start up this Baron. They create pressure on the map. So Ray is doing good creating side pressure on the map, and he's forcing Svenskeren to come help Haunter, because if he doesn't, then Haunter's just going to lose. So Svenskeren being shown bot lane means C9 have ability to start up this Baron. Because they start up Baron, they have pressure, which means TSM have to pull their resources up to the Baron pit. If they don't, they're going to lose Baron. So that was really nice by C9, or really nice by TSM rather, to get a pick onto Ray there. But now C9 are kind of doing this awkward dance, and no one's going to deal with Haunter here. So TSM get the mid tower, TSM are going to get the bot tower too. So TSM get 2 towers and a kill for C9 getting nothing. So that was a pretty big awkward point where C9 didn't do anything. Svenskeren gets the red buff with his smite. Okay. Ray goes in onto Haunter. Oh my god. Svenskeren's just always there, except Jensen's there this time. So Ray doesn't go down. So that's good for the C9 squad. They do pull that out. TSM more positioning towards the Baron pit here, getting some forward vision. Another blue buff potentially. No, they don't want to go for it. Smart. Okay. Again, split pushing. Ray is backing here. Oh, he looked like he was backing. Yeah, now the Baron dance start. This is the part of professional play that confuses a lot of people, where they look like they're not doing anything, but they're actually doing this really confusing dance around the Baron pit to get this vision control here. Now C9 just give it. I don't know why C9 give up control of the Baron pit at this point. They don't need to. Yeah, see, that's a big mistake from C9 here, is having both of the members back. Like, if we look at this, we have 4 members of C9 here on the Baron Pit. I don't know what their gold is like at this point in time, but having every member back at the same time is very poor. It's just a very bad idea, because now TSM can just run straight through, clear all the vision C9 just spent their time getting, and get their own vision. So TSM just sweep right through and finish off their vision. So that was, I don't know if that was a misplay per se, or if they had to back because of their gold. Ray also had TP at that point in time, so if there was a fight breaking out, he could be there. So I don't necessarily know why they gave up the Baron control at that point. They didn't really have to. Unless they're just giving respect to Svenskeren and Bjergsen's one-shot potential. Alright, so here we go. We got another fight. So Ray's charging in. He goes in onto Biofrost, then jumps onto Svenskeren, gets kicked back by Svenskeren. Haunter goes in, gets knocked up by the Lulu ultimate. No one dies. Redemption comes down. Teams reset. Nice jump in. Oh, wow. Charge in from Ray. Flash. Goes in onto Haunter. Haunter goes down. Jensen Zonya's the Bjergsen damage, so that's really good. Okay, so that was pick up 1 for nothing for C9 here. Which means C9 have split push priority at this point. Ray can back and then go split push top or bot. And there's always going to be some sort of pressure deficit on the map for TSM once Haunter's down. So C9 can either group as 5 and push a tower, or Ray can split push and someone's going to have to match him, and the group of 4 from C9 is going to be able to push out TSM. I don't remember what C9 does here. So Haunter is back. Svenskeren is there again. That is, yeah. So Ray knew that. Ray was done with getting ganked by Svenskeren. More pings. C9 is around the top side of the Baron Pit. Yep. Ray is split pushing again. C9 are getting this. They have the vision controller on the Baron Pit at this point, which means TSM have literally 0 vision in the top side of the river. They have no vision in this river, which means they're very scared to come anywhere near it. Nice ultimate from Wild Turtle, keeps Contracts back. Nice ultimate from Jensen, keeps him alive. TSM from Haunter zones out Sneaky and Smoothie here, but Sneaky and Smoothie can win this. Ray gets blown up by Bjergsen. Okay, so that's a TP from Haunter, which means Ray definitely has split push priority at this time. So this is pretty big here. TSM does get the kill, but they have to expend their ultimate or their TP for it. Ray goes in ham. He couldn't get over the wall. Now TSM can get the vision in near the Baron Pit, but Ray's able to split push freely because Haunter has to be here in case Baron is started up by C9, or in case TSM want to start up Baron. Since Haunter's going down to deal with this, don't want that. Since Haunter's going down to deal with this, Ray's going to be able to TP if there is any sort of engage from either team at this point. Haunter's down there. C9 know that Haunter doesn't have a TP, which means they're positioning to start this Baron potentially. Clearing out this vision. Now they clear that ward. Come on, guys. So TSM have very little vision in that river now. Ray is going to be split pushing still. 5 members of TSM are converging on the mid lane. Now TSM have river control here. They can clear the vision out for Baron again. Now, the dance again. It just keeps going back and forth. This is the dance, the Baron dance of professional play of League of Legends. It's actually kind of funny to watch. So Ray's roaming down, or roaming up rather, to the Baron Pit. C9 get control of the Baron Pit again. Dude, control of the Baron Pit has swapped like 7 times over. Jensen almost 1v3s on kill Svenskeren there. C9 starts the Baron here. Ray gets the engage into Haunter. Nice wave through 3 people. Ray goes in. He flashes out. That has to be a mistake to jump back in by Ray. Yeah, that had to have been a mistake, unfortunately, from Ray. Now TSM can control the river again. And they might actually start up the Baron here. And they do. TP in from Jensen. TSM can't do this. They try to turn on him. Jensen, Sneaky. All the damage dealers from C9 are still... Actually, everyone in this game is a damage dealer. Echo from Jensen to avoid Haunter's ultimate. That was really nice. But now TSM can't do the Baron because all of these C9 members are just going to push him right out. I wouldn't go that way. That's a bad way to go. Smoothie. Now Sneaky. Inside track with the big minion wave. Take the tower. Nicely done. C9 stop the Baron and get a tower for it. Well done. So this is the replay. Don't care. Jensen gets out of there. He actually jumps to the Baron to get out. Beartrap up on a rope. Doesn't actually pull him back. Now C9 started the Baron again. TP in from Kled. Pull off because you don't want to do the steal with his finger. This is really nice, actually, from C9. Haunter's matching the TP behind him, but C9 know that they see Biofrost, they see Svenskeren, that's all they see. And did they see? Let me see. Maybe they did. And they saw Wild Turtle backing. So Haunter and Ray TP in. C9 start this because they know Wild Turtle backed. And they know that at most they see Svenskeren, they're going to see Haunter TPing in. Yep, they see the TP happening, they know Wild Turtle backed. So they know that at worst, this is a 5v4 because Wild Turtle backed. They don't know where Bjergsen is yet. So this is really well done. So instead of continuing this Baron, C9 all swap to Haunter because they know Svenskeren's there, they know Biofrost there, they know Wild Turtle back, so they know that only Bjergsen could possibly be there if he is, which he isn't. So this is really well done by C9 to just totally swap onto Haunter here, pick up a free kill, and then rotate right back to Baron. Yep, that's really nice. Ray is a god at dodging. Holy cow, that guy. Jensen pushes top lane, and now it's a 4v5 on the map. Wild Turtle is matching Jensen with Svenskeren. Now C9 can get all of this vision in the jungle here. Clear the pink wards, clear the wards, and start this Baron up again. And like this time, Haunter doesn't have TP, and he's down for another 5 seconds. Yeah, C9 are just playing a game back and forth here, so this is nice. So TSM do stop the Baron from happening, though, so that's good for TSM. They clear the vision again, going right back to this Baron dance. This Game 5 has just been a massive dance around the Baron pit. Jensen might... I don't think he gets caught here. I actually think he gets out. Yep, he does get out because the rest of C9 do come to match him. They come up to save Jensen, which is huge. Sneaky's pushing up mid lane again. Now C9 have bot lane wave pushing, and they have mid lane wave pushing. C9 have pressure in this bot lane right now. Jensen's going to be pushing mid lane. Haunter goes way deep onto Ray. Ray lives because of Lulu, and the GA goes down, so that's big from TSM. Hondrax gets exploded. Jensen gets ulted, but it's only him that gets ulted. Sneaky gets kicked back. The fact that Sneaky didn't get blown up right there is huge. Wild Turtle flashes forward to try and get a kill here, and now Sneaky goes in onto Haunter. Now Smoothie and Ray and Jensen going in, leaving Sneaky here is probably a big mistake, because they definitely could have killed Haunter there. But I guess they really... Yeah, I guess I would prioritize Bjergsen over that. So that's big. And then they turn on to Biofrost. So that's nice. So at this point, let's see. 3 members of C9 are alive to only Haunter on TSM. Bot lane is pushing in. Jensen has TP, and he's the only TP on the map right now. So we can see right here again. It's taking a look. Contracts just gets exploded by Bjergsen. So that's pretty big. Wild Turtle only ults Jensen, and Jensen's alone up there. So that's pretty big, the fact that Jensen's the only one that gets ulted. Sneaky goes in. Haunter goes in onto Sneaky. But Sneaky's okay. He dashes out. Ray jumps in. Svenskeren flash, ward jump, flash, kick Sneaky. Wild Turtle flashed over here to try and attack Sneaky to get away from Jensen, I guess. Now Sneaky flashes. Gets the double tap onto Svenskeren. Ray goes into Wild Turtle. Wild Turtle just goes down. And that's pretty big. So now we see C9 starting up the Baron, and TSM can't match it at this point. So now that they have the Baron, this is where C9 throw the game. So let's see. This is the last team fight of the game that feels so bad. Yeah, so TSM have got Baron, or not Baron, but Elder Dragon positioning. Jensen is split pushing top, but he has TP, so does Haunter. So right now, C9 are doing the 1-4 with the Baron buff. Bjergsen ult Sneaky. Sneaky lives through with the Lulu ultimate. So that's huge. That's a big spell down for both of these teams. But now Jensen's roaming down. Haunter is backing. He does have his TP available. So we do have that. So Sneaky's pushing the mid lane. So here's where C9 make their mistake. C9 have Baron. They don't want to force a fight in River because Baron doesn't mean anything in River. They want to push their advantage in a lane, and I understand that Elder Drake is a big objective here. I guess they do have to fight it because Haunter's TPing in. I mean, they could, after the TP, they could not commit to this, force TSM back, and then after the TP goes, just force their way right up mid lane. Yeah, that's definitely what should have happened. TSM are in position for this Elder Drake very nicely. C9 have the Baron buff, and they're already being forced to this side of the river. Sneaky's pushing in that. Yep, now C9 have to answer this, or it's going to go down. TP in from Haunter. C9 just need to play right here. Play this line right here. Don't need to engage. All you have to do is play this line. And then it's a 50-50 smite fight at that point. I wouldn't say 50-50 because it's a Lee Sin, but still. Once the TP... And then if you guys are still at this line of scrimmage right here, then TSM's on this side, and C9 is on this side, and all C9 had to do is get the inside track to go that. Yeah, they might give up the Elder Drake, but they would get a free inhib, or an inhib at that point. And Jensen just gets popped here. This was so disheartening. So let's slow this down a little bit. So Redemption. Jensen goes in. He had pretty much all his health with a shield. Boom. Haunter goes in on him. Redemption. Bjergsen W. Yeah, Jensen just pops. He had his Zonyas and everything. He didn't expect that much damage here. And that's pretty much all she wrote for this game. Is C9 had the Baron here. They could have pushed the lane. I guess they did have to match TSM there. And I guess they didn't expect that damage on a Jensen, which I can understand because that was a shoot ton of damage. TSM make a really clutch call here to have only 2 people back and have the rest of them push the wave. One thing that I don't know at this point, maybe Contracts could just back and leave Sneaky to die here. I think that's the best call. Maybe Contracts had his Baron buff, so maybe he'd be able to stop TSM from finishing the game. Yeah, well, maybe not. Syndra had his ultimate. Yeah, there's really not much. Even if Contracts had back there wouldn't have been much he could do. Yeah, so that was just really bad. So that's how TSM won the game, guys. As a C9 fan, it's heartbreaking. As a TSM fan, congratulations, I guess. But it was such a crazy game. It was so back and forth. There were so many skirmishes, so many fights, and it was just crazy to watch. So, that being said, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Dude, that was painful. Ugh, that's painful to watch.